Good morning, everybody. Heading out of the FLOYD shelter area this morning. Had a great conversation with a young lady by the name of Lemon Drop, who hiked the AT in '98. So it was awesome to hear some of her stories and comparisons between the AT then and now. I guess close to a 20-year difference in time. She's actually heading south into the Shenandoahs. So it was real nice talking with her this morning. Another sleepless night. I ducked into the shelter tonight, or I'm sorry, last night, and put all my stuff out, was laying down, just getting ready to pass out after my personal best of 24.8 miles. That felt really good. And actually not feeling too bad this morning, considering something was up in the rafters making noise for a couple hours, and I just kept waiting on a family of mice to come down and chew on my bag and run all over my face. But looks like we have a beautiful morning on tap today. Just wanted to take a quick moment to reflect back a little bit on the Shenandoahs and my opinion of the park. Well, number one, I was beyond grateful that things fell into place by the time I got in there. I was fearful that it was still going to be closed and I was going to have to shuttle past the park itself. But about a week before everything opened back up to they were issuing their backcountry passes, and things really fell into place, because last Thursday when we arrived at Big Meadows, the restaurant opened, the tap room opened, and even both had opened up at Skyland. So we had some additional opportunities to enjoy ourselves there in the park, and that's one of the things that kind of slowed me down personally. So we're happy to get some miles back up on the board, and I plan to do so again today. The park itself, in my opinion, the trail was pretty easy, in my opinion. Very, very, very well maintained by the Potomac Appalachian Trail Club. Well done, guys and girls. Kind of surprised how, what great condition the trail was in. I would recommend that park to everybody if you are simply planning a family backpacking trip, or if you're looking for like an introductory to hiking the AT, because you could go in there, spend several days, spend some time on the AT, get some experience, camping, shaking down your gear, spending time in, as they call, the huts or shelters, figuring out your water carries. And great thing about it is, if you have any problems or issues, there's plenty of parking. So if you came down with somebody else and wanted to park your car at different, trailheads and stuff like that, plenty of space to do that. Or if you have a problem, you could easily bail or have somebody come pick you up. So, and as far as the trail, like I mentioned, not very technical. There were a couple, just areas where we'll give you a better idea of what the AT is really like. But for the most part, I would rate the trail probably 90% easy coming through the Shenandoah. So get out and enjoy yourself. I mean, it would be great for a family trip or friends and stuff like that, or if you're bringing a group out and want to have some fun there in the Shenandoahs. So my goal for the day, as stated in my last episode, I need to get 20 miles and some change a day on average for 6 days straight to put me at Penmar Park, mile 1066, on the evening of July 3rd, so I can go home and spend time with my family over the holiday. So I'm already slightly ahead of the curve. However, I'm not going to sit on my laurels. I was looking at the shelters and the different ranges today, and one great thing now that I'm out of Shenandoah is I'll have more opportunity for tent camping or stealth camping now that I'm a little north of the park. But there is a shelter area in 19.8 that I may take advantage of. Past that is a 26 miler, and I don't think I'm even going to attempt that today. I just got to be careful You know, pushing those miles, just making sure I'm taking care of myself and I don't end up in a bad situation. So, goal 19.8. Let's see if we can do this. And pushing north. Still smiling. Lunch number 2 at Manassas Gap Shoulder with free fall, silky, and fixin'. Looks like I'm going to make it to my goal today with some extra time, headed towards the Whisky Hollow Shoulder. Got about 3.5 miles to go. Gotta be honest with you, yesterday's kind of catching up with me a little bit. I'm a little tired, didn't have much sleep last night. I'm looking forward to hopefully grabbing a great tent spot, and I'm gonna take a nap when we get here. Should be here in a reasonable amount of time. The rest of the crew headed off to REI to take care of some gear issues that they've been dealing with now for some of which probably for a couple 100 miles. So they'll be back on trail here later this afternoon. Here at the Whisky Hollow Shoulder area, I wanted to give you guys a quick look. There's actually 2 different shoulders in this area. I'm going to go ahead and show you the original one that was here that is sadly beginning to fall into disrepair. This one is actually known as Dick's Dome. And this is the newer shoulder that looks like it'll sleep about 14. Whisky Hollow Shoulder is at mile 987.3. That is actually going to give me 18.3 miles for the day. So if you average my 8 yesterday, I'm still actually where I need to be for my 6-day trek to get home for the holidays, or home for the 4th of July. Lot going on. The 1,000 mile marker is coming up tomorrow. The roller coaster is coming up tomorrow. And we are in our final days of being in Virginia. Then we will step briefly into West Virginia. And of course on the Harper's Ferry. So a lot going on in the next few days. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some supper and get some sleep. I am really beat. So get up and do it again tomorrow. Looking forward to the roller coaster. Supposedly it's a pretty tough section of trail. So we'll see what happens. See you tomorrow, everybody. Thank you so much for watching Wild on the Trail. Take care, everybody. Good night.